Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to Team Prawn Racing. On today's video, I'm finally going to be refitting the SEM Manifold and the 70mm VR6 throttle body. So I picked this up back in February earlier this year. Ultra rare SEM manifold with the throttle body on the right hand side of the car, driver's side in the UK. They didn't make many of these at all. They made quite a few with the throttle body at this end, but I think this was a special order. I spoke to SEM, they reckon they made about 10 of them in total, so when I saw this come up for sale I just had to grab it. I fitted it back in January actually, January or February, I forget, and I had an issue with the throttle body. Basically the throttle was being sucked open partially under vacuum at idle, so the revs were hanging when you blit the throttle and it wouldn't idle below about 1600 RPM. I figured that out now. I've modified this with a little plate in here and a screw, so that is now locked together as one unit. Got an hour or two spare, whip the standard manifold off, get the SEM back on, trim the bonnet vent a bit more to suit so the bonnet will shut, and then we'll get out and we'll do some mapping to dial it in. Right, let's go, see how long it takes. Manifold off. There we go. Manifold is off. Just got to change the gaskets on here because under here I pop, that might all come off as one, I don't know. I pop this off. I've got a phenolic spacer, so that's a highly insulating material. So it stops material, or heat, sorry, stops heat transfer from the head into the inlet, causing heat soak. So, right, I'm going to get this all cleaned up, get some new gaskets on this, get the SEM on wherever I put it. First up, one stock gasket, one phenolic spacer, second standard gasket. Cool, right, so that's all on. I've got a couple of bits to do to the SEM, and we'll get that on. Got a couple of bits to swap over from standard manifold to the SEM. This air inlet temperature. Got my PCV line here, which is a check valve to the plenum to the breather system, which I run. A lot of people don't, but I like to have it venting the crankcases on overrun. And then this is an extension line for the servo. Just pop out the air sensor. On a simple little sensor. So what I've done, I've covered it in petroleum jelly, which is a bit like Vaseline. And that is now a much tighter fit, much happier with that. Tighten it down, recommended torque spec of slightly tight. Last thing is not that throttle body, but this one, which is a ported, so it's had a lot of the wedge removed, ported VR6 throttle body, which is 70mm instead of about 57. Right, let's get that on. Didn't show you that bit because it was dull, but one VR6 throttle body fitted on the adapter plate that I made a little while ago, one SEM, everything bolted on underneath. Let's get it on the car. We just have to, says he with one hand, lower it roughly, pop that out, roughly into place. So we stand back and we go, yeah, SEM manifold on. Let's bolt it up, turn the key. Back to the start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Chuck the 10mm on, see how they are. 9, 10. Right. Happy with that. What's next? Right, manifold's bolted up, just got to connect the throttle body up and a couple of other little bits and we're good to go. Right guys, a little bit of time's passed since I since I checked in last, but it's all in and pretty much ready to turn the key. So, one SEM in. Only slight concern is that the whole lot, sorry about the light, sits really quite high. I don't know if you can see that, I'm going to show you the shadow of the light now, but the whole lot, fuel rail and everything, really does sit pretty high. Same with the throttle body down here. This sits really quite close, especially now I've got the phenolic spacer on. I'm going to get the tablet out, tweak the throttle position sensor, alignment settings, and then turn the key and see what it does. Wish me luck. Right, we're in the car, just got to run through the throttle position setup. So we're going to go setup, throttle position, ensure throttle position has full travel and the pot is operating correctly. Select OK to proceed. OK, apply full throttle and release. Select OK to proceed. The following throttle settings will be stored. Min 146, max 909, select OK. OK, please wait. Done, select OK. Done. Let's turn the key, see what happens. I lied. I think I got a bit caught up in the moment, turned the key, thought it ran alright. After a couple of minutes it was back up idling 1500 RPM as soon as there was any heat in it. So yeah, problem was not solved. So yeah, put the standard throttle body back on and the car now starts and idles absolutely fine. So I'm going to take the VR61 apart, try and figure out what's going on there, but otherwise for now just going to run on the standard one. Only issue is when I go to shut the bonnet, something hits here. This throttle butterfly itself, which I've already shaved down very slightly on this edge. So what I'm going to do, I'm take the grinder, cut somewhere along there and back down there, take that bit of reinforcing out. So I'll get the grinder out and see you in a minute. One grinder. Not enough cable. Give myself half a chance, take the knot out of it. Cut the easy one first. Tell you what I will do, we'll cover the engine. There we go. Right, let's go and cut it up. So that is almost off. What you've actually got in here, so you try not to slice yourself apart, is actually like a factory glue. Right, that's off. Tip of a brand new blade gone. Oop. Card out of the way. Wonder if it'll shut now. That's just that rattling. Don't believe there's anything touchy. Certainly nothing touching there now. Fuel pressure regulator is not touching, which is nice. Right, I think we're good to go. So I'm just going to get the power file, clean up these sharp edges. It's time for a test drive. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Right, still need to paint that. Cable on, bracket is in, that's in, that's on. That's all screwed down tight. I think we're good to go. sometimes I hate cars. So just got it all back together, went out for a little test drive. Diff was a little noisy pulling out, but I figured just because everything was stone cold. First roundabout I went round, touched the brake pedal on the other side, and the pedal went right to the floor. Massive pad knockback. Now, it's not related, but something's happened suspension wise, because pad knockback is only generally caused when the wheel is allowed to move too much. So I'm going to jack it up and work out what the hell's going on there. Something's happening here. Big time. Interesting. That needs to be seen to be believed. Where is it? What the hell? The inside of my CV is gone. First telltale sign was the disc having a mark on it. Everything moving more than you'd expect in there. But what the hell? The inside of the CV is actually gone. Wow. Okay. Right, I'm going to get that wheel off and work out what the hell's happened. Sheared. CV sheared clean off. Wow. That's never happened to me before. Is everything else okay then? Not over the moon about that. There's just so much play in everything now. I hope we haven't done any damage to the caliper like Nige did when his went. Oh, I can already see there's going to be some. Damn it! Right, caliper coming off. Damn, I did not plan on this. Moment of truth. How bad do we think the damage will be to the caliper? Please, please don't be bad. Because they're 700 each. I don't want to replace them. I might have got very lucky there, guys. We've got the tiniest bit of a scuff here. Otherwise though, I think I just got away with that. Wow. Did not plan on that today. CV just sheared off. Never happened to me before. Wow. Otherwise, everything's intact. Yeah, surprise. What a pain in the ass. Right, okay. So shaft off, new CV I guess. Right, probably not filmed as much as I should because I did test CV joint stuff, but hub is off, the dead joint is off, shaft is cleaned up. That's the dead one. I'll pick it up with a rag. It's quite literally sheared straight off. One rebuilt CV joint. I've just got to pack that with CV2 grease, get it back on, bolt it all up. I absolutely hate anything to do with CVs. New CV on, new boot on, new clips are in place but I haven't done them up yet. So I've just got to do up the clips and then we put it all back together. I think that's as tight as I'm going to get that. Feels pretty good. Big squeeze. And that's done. Right. One new CV on, new boot. Time to get it all back together. Haven't really showed the brakes that much on the channel, but yeah, this is them. AP CP9660 6-pot calipers, running touring car discs and touring car pads. Currently on Rayland bells and adapters. But I will be fitting my CB Auto bells with 2019 discs and the wide bobbing kit before we go racing. then these will just become spares that come to all the meetings with me. Yeah, absolutely phenomenal brakes. I was really quite shocked that everything held up when the CV sheared and the wheel was still supported, and the car actually drove home absolutely fine. I just thought it was a tiny bit loose. I had no idea it was gone. But yeah, all back together, get the wheel on and take it for a test drive and see if it works. Right guys, bit of a time hop for you here. So we now fast forward to March. The world's all gone a little bit mad. I think we're probably a couple of days away from a coronavirus lockdown. Don't know when you're watching this, but yeah, it's been a bit of a slow period with the car, bit of a funny start to the year. And we are back on the standard throttle body. I tried a load of things. I couldn't get the larger VR6 throttle body to work, so for now I've just given up with it. Standard throttle body, SEM inlet manifold. I'm going to have to figure out the larger throttle body at another time. We've had a really good track day. I've forgotten where it was now. Had a really good track day at Silverstone. There we go. Car went really well, really happy with how it performed, but it's now time for the G25 660 to go. So next video you see is probably going to be fitting the G25 550 and turning the power down for racing this year, if that even goes ahead. So yeah, hope you like the video. Sorry we haven't got it on the dyno yet. With the way the world's going at the moment, I'm not sure we will anytime soon, but I'm going to get the 550 on. I'm going to keep on tuning, see where we end up, and yeah, we'll take it from there really. If you guys have liked the video, please like, share and subscribe, and otherwise I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.